I would set up for your raw food. Your kitten's gonna come with 12 of these 1 pound raw foods. This is what it looks like once it's thawed out. This one right here is just frozen in the deep freezer. It's broken kind of in 4 parts. You'll defrost this in the fridge. It's good in the fridge up to 3 days. This is 460 grams. Your kitten can eat 150 to 300 grams a day. So this could be anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 days worth of food. If it is in the fridge for over 3 days, you would have to dispose of it. Next, I weigh out mine, but you'll eventually get used to like a dollop that you know they're eating. I add some water just to have some moisture. I like to top with the freeze-dried chicken, but I will show you some canned cat foods and even some canned baby foods that you can mix in for diversity, because nobody likes to eat the same thing all the time. So I've got my scale on grams, and I'm going to put, like for a normal kitten, I would probably put 75 in the morning. That's 1 kind of heaping tablespoon. And then I'm just going to add on a little extra. So that's about 83 grams. You could take some away. You don't have to use a scale. You can kind of get used to like a heaping tablespoon. Kittens can't really overeat. So because they can eat 150 to 300 grams a day, if they eat all of this, maybe put out another half a tablespoon just until they seem to have gotten full. Sometimes people feed 3 or 4 times a day in smaller amounts. But once again, you cannot overfeed a kitten when they are growing rapidly. I like to add water, okay, because it kind of gives a juice. I'll just flatten it out. And also the the freeze-dried chicken is dry. So it needs water to kind of reconstitute. So you'll see I'll just sprinkle it across the top here. You don't have to add a lot. If you don't blend it, you can just break up chunks, but my cats will pick the chunks out. Then I kind of like to push the freeze-dried into the food so they just don't eat it right off the top. Like I said, give them a little bit of that diversity. And now you can see it's kind of turning into a juice as that freeze-dry sucks up that water. All right. And that is how I set up the topper. So these are the toppers that I use. This is what I use probably 90% of the time. I take the freeze-dried chicken, which they absolutely go nuts for. I Nutribullet it into this powder so I can sprinkle it across the top of the food. It is basically raw chicken. That's it. Then over here I have different types of canned cat foods. What you're looking for are ones that have good labels. I like these Raws, Tiki Cat After Dark, this Wholesome, that's a good topper. And then this is baby food. And so it's chicken and chicken broth. And if you look on here, you'll see it's just turkey. It says that it's turkey, water, and that's it. So if you're going to use baby food, this is also good if you have to give